everyone? GrimmmReviews here with another Transformers review. And today, we will be taking a look at G1 reissue gears, as well as the retro retool of Legacy United gears, in a sort of old and new type of video. So, let's get started. First known as Microchange Minicar Robo 4-wheel drive off-road, this toy penny racer was repurposed, along with many other toys in the Minicar Robo line, for the Transformers toy line. This gave us gears, as well as the first wave of mini vehicle Autobots. Making his debut appearance in the first episode of the Transformers, Gears was known for his grumpy demeanor, with his bio even stating that he acts this way in an attempt to help cheer up others through his own misery. Although not making many appearances on screen, Gears stood out with his unique head design and a bright color scheme that made him pop whenever he was seen, even if he wasn't heard. Starting off with the reissue of Generation 1 Gears, we see that he's this tiny blue and red penny racer inspired pickup truck. This guy is super cute, just like his other mini vehicle brethren such as Bumblebee, with his bright blue and red color scheme with these 4 thick black wheels that allow this thing to roll like a dream. This guy is also decked out with this red Autobot symbol, as well as a heat-activated rub sign that I really miss in Transformers toys. I always found these things to be a neat enough gimmick that I thought should just be included. Like, yeah, there we go. Now, as with most Transformers from around this time, his transformation is super simple. All you have to do is fold out the legs, pull out the arms, and there we have Gears in his robot mode. Despite not looking like his on-screen counterpart with a solid silver face mask and blue visor, as opposed to the unamused mug that most know him for, I find this guy to look cool. I love how the red takes over in robot mode with these silver and blue accents. And this yellow sticker here really pops against the red chest, although I'm not really sure what this is supposed to represent. For the articulation breakdown, he is very limited, with his arms being able to rotate 360 degrees, and his legs being able to technically bend due to transformation, so don't expect much posability out of this guy. But to transform this guy back into vehicle mode, it is just as simple, where you just push in the arms, you fold back in the legs, and there we have Gears back in his vehicle mode. I really do love these G1 transformations. They are simple, but that just means it's easy to pick up and just flip back and forth the robot and the alt mode. It just makes it very fun. Moving on, here we have the retro retool of Legacy United gears. With adjusted colors to match his toy counterpart, as well as a retooled head, this Gears figure does a great job of both translating Gears' animation model into toy form, as well as choosing colors that match very close to his G1 toy. For features, this truck has ports aplenty for storing or adding various weapons to Gears' truck mode, allowing you to really deck this thing out if you really wanted to. Aside from that, this truck has these 4 fairly thin plastic wheels that sadly do not roll the best. I'm not sure if it's just my copy, but they really don't move as freely as they should in my opinion. To get this guy into robot mode, it takes 12 steps, which to start off, what we are going to do is take this panel and we are going to fold that panel down, and we are going to unattach this entire segment here, freeing up this back section. Next up, what we are going to do is we are going to grab this window section and untab it from the rest of the roof. Do the same thing on the other side, and this is going to completely free up these legs. Remove the gun, set it off to the side, and just move the legs downward like so. So that way they're just completely out like that. Then what we're going to do is take these 2 panels and you're going to flip them up and fold them into the heels. Next, you want to take the front of the truck and untab it from the arms, moving this entire section backwards. Fold in these tires here so that they are flat. Take his head, rotate it around like so. Then take the backpack and you're going to fold it and plug it in. There's going to be these 2 ports here, 2 tabs here, which allows it to attach like so. Next up, we're going to take his arms and we are going to fold them out all the way so that they're like that. Then just take the arms and fold them down one more time so that way they're all nice and straight. Make sure to move this panel out of the way so that we can fold these 2 tires in. And then this entire section is going to move upwards to tab into his neck. Then lastly, you're just going to take this panel and fold it down. And there you have Gears in his robot mode. And boy, this guy was a surprise to be sure for me. I had no expectations for this guy, and yet he has kind of blown me away. The transformation to robot mode is super fun. I love how all the wheels collapse here to form his chest, and how the roof of the truck folds into his feet. And the robot mode itself is also really nice, with this red body and these blocky blue arms, as well as a great update to his G1 toy design and the face here. I love how the silver comes across, and Gears' head shape really is unique. I love it so much. We get some yellow paint on the chest here, which replicates the sticker we saw in the G1 toy. And if you lift this panel here, you get to see the interior of Gears' chest. A reference to the Season 2 episode Changing Gears, where Megatron stole a vital component from his chest, completely changing his personality. A really neat detail that I really appreciate. Gears also comes with a blaster that's painted in this really nice silver paint. And then what you can do with this is you can either just tab it here on the backpack for storage, or you can just place it in his arm for him to hold, giving him his gun and his complete look. Moving on to the articulation breakdown. If you untab this backpack here, Gears' head can rotate a full 360 degrees. If you have the backpack tabbed, it kind of gets caught on the back of the truck here, so you gotta kind of untab that to move it. Gears also has a little bit of forward and back movement here, so you can look up and down just a little bit. Gears also has some articulation here on his shoulders, which allow his arms to flex forward and backward. His shoulders can move out to, so he can do like a full T-pose, and they rotate a full 360 degrees. At his biceps, he can rotate it a full 360 degrees, and he has 2 elbow joints here, which allow for extra movement. Moving on, his wrists can also rotate a full 360 degrees, and he also has a 360 degree waist rotation. He also has this upper thigh joint here, which can rotate a full 360 degrees if you have the leg completely splayed out like that. So you can do that. It's a bit tricky for me though, for some reason. I got these big fat sausage fingers. Gears can also do a full splits here, and he can rotate 360 degrees at the thigh. He also has 2 different knee joints here, which allow for extra movement and clearance. And he also has a full ankle tilt, allowing for 90-degree tilt. So he can get a full Jean-Claude Van Damme going on if you so choose. Overall, this guy can pose for days, and I will show that off more in the ending slideshow and final thoughts segment. But before we get to that, let's get this guy back into his vehicle mode first. So, to do that, what we're going to do first is we are going to untab this backpack here, fold it back out, and we're going to take these tires and undo that so that way they're unfolded. Next up, what we're going to do is we are going to rotate the head. This allows the head not to be seen during vehicle mode, so it's just more of a personal choice thing. Next, we're going to take this front chest plate, untab it, take the tires and move them back out like so. Next up, just fold back up the arms on this double hinge so that way they're, completely up like so. And then what you're going to do is just take the arms and fold them back in. Put the figure on the side and take the front of the truck and move it down. There's going to be these 2 tabs here on each side and these 2 holes here. And what you're going to do is just tab that in like so. So that way we get the front of the truck going. Next up, come back to the feet and the heels and just unfold those 2 roof segments that we folded in last time. And then you're just going to take the legs and collapse them in on itself. So that way the roof connects on top, like so. And just going to do that back on the other side. And lastly, just take the chest piece, take this panel, unfold it out, take this segment, fold it up. There's going to be these 2 tabs here, these 2 holes here, and that's just going to tab in. They're just going to take that panel, fold it up, and then just going to tab in like so, giving us Gears in his vehicle mode. Then you just take the gun, tab it onto the side like so, or top. It really doesn't matter how you want to do it. And there we have them. Closing out here, I find both of these figures to be very fun in their own ways. The early G1 designs are super charming with a simplistic transformation that makes messing around with this guy as well as the other G1 bots super fun. He looks great next to my G1 Bumblebee and will look even better as I expand my collection of mini vehicle bots. And as for his updated figure, this guy is absolutely amazing, being able to strike pose after pose with no issue. His transformation is super fun, with some really neat engineering in my opinion. And while his vehicle mode doesn't roll the best, he looks amazing when next to other vehicles. He's not only an excellent update to his G1 toy, but he is just an excellent figure overall. I would highly recommend grabbing this guy, or this mold in general if you can get your hands on it. Well everyone, this has been GrimmmReviews. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.